This is not the story of the moment a space rock reached Earth. It is the story of what came after, when the planet slowly changed, day by day, into a different world. Long after the initial event, the final chapters of the dinosaur era were written quietly, in scattered habitats that still functioned for a short time. To understand how life reached that point, we return to the beginning, when Earth's systems were suddenly disrupted. Near the end of the Cretaceous, a large asteroid entered Earth's atmosphere at extreme speed. Modern simulations suggest an event of this scale would release energy beyond anything humans have ever experienced. The impact site was near what is now the Yucatan Peninsula, and the consequences unfolded in layers: shock, atmospheric debris, climate disruption, and ecosystem collapse. At the impact zone, rock and seawater were rapidly transformed into vapor and airborne material. A massive crater formed, now known as Chicxulub, measuring roughly 180 kilometers across. The initial shock did not stay local. Energy traveled outward through air, sea, and ground, disturbing coastlines and landscapes far from the impact. Within minutes to hours, fine dust, soot, and sulfur-rich material spread through the atmosphere. The sky likely shifted into unfamiliar tones, yellowed haze, then darker layers, depending on region and wind patterns. Breathing conditions worsened for many large animals, while visibility dropped. For ecosystems dependent on sunlight, a far greater problem was approaching. As airborne particles accumulated in the stratosphere, sunlight reaching the surface fell sharply. Some models indicate that in many places, most daylight would become dim and filtered for an extended period. With reduced sunlight, photosynthesis weakened. Plants, especially delicate ecosystems, began to fail, and the foundation of food webs started to fracture. Without normal sunlight, temperatures dropped. The planet began shifting from a warm greenhouse world toward a colder, unstable one. Large animals that relied on constant food intake faced immediate challenges: less vegetation, fewer active insects, fewer reliable feeding areas. Survival no longer depended on size or strength, it depended on flexibility. As plant life declined, large herbivores faced a rapid shortage of usable food. Even wide-ranging herds could not compensate if every region was losing vegetation at the same time. Some areas may have held on longer than others, but the overall direction was the same: less food, fewer stable habitats, and shrinking margins for survival. Large predators could endure briefly by scavenging, but their survival still depended on prey populations that were rapidly shrinking. As ecosystems weakened, big hunters faced rising energy costs and fewer opportunities. In a world growing colder and dimmer, the food chain narrowed sharply. The surprising survivors were the small generalists. Many mammals of the time already lived in burrows and moved at night. In a darker world, those habits became advantages. Freshwater turtles and small crocodilians benefited from slow metabolisms and aquatic refuge. And the bird lineages that survived were often small, ground-feeding species, especially those able to use seeds and hardy food sources. As years passed, dust gradually settled and light slowly improved. Hardy plant groups such as ferns and mosses were among the first to reappear, helping stabilize soils and restart simple food webs. With fewer large animals left, survivors expanded into empty ecological space. Mammal diversity increased, and early modern birds adapted to new feeding strategies and open habitats. Some researchers have discussed the possibility that a few isolated dinosaur populations may have lasted slightly longer in certain regions. The evidence is debated and not considered definitive, but regardless of exact timing, the outcome is clear. Non-avian dinosaurs eventually disappeared, along with pterosaurs and many older lineages. The planet's next chapter belonged to smaller, adaptable survivors. The story of this extinction is not just about loss. It is also about endurance. When Earth became darker, colder, and unstable, life did not stop. It reorganized. The age of giants ended, and an age of resilience began, quietly, patiently, and permanently.